Hello everyone, this is GK. I am going to read you about one of interested sites in Cambodia, floating villages. Just before that, please help to click like and subscribe my channel. Awesome! Now here it is. Floating villages in Cambodia. Living on a boat without tap water, natural gas connection, internet or anything you expect in a place called home. That's what floating villages in Cambodia are like. They might not be delightful attractions in the conventional sense, but definitely a must-see if you want to understand the country and its people. Visiting floating villages in Cambodia is an atmospheric journey through the wetlands of Tonle Sap Lake, which is the largest lake in Southeast Asia. You can visit the flooded mangrove forest, which is home to many kinds of wildlife, by small boat if you like. Apart from the beautiful natural landscape, the most valuable part is to see the lifestyle of locals on the lake, including children returning home with a paddle boat and bathing in the river, women or children trying to sell fruit and souvenirs by boat, even washing their hair and dishes. The villagers are ethnic Vietnamese and Cham. They originally came to Cambodia to work during the French protectorate. After the Khmer Rouge took power, many were killed or deported back to Vietnam. Without the certification that proves their Cambodian identity, they are considered stateless migrants and so they can't buy land. All villagers fish for a living. There are around 4 to 5 members in one family, and different generations usually live close to each other. Most of the houses are built on tall stilts or floating on bamboo rafts. There are also some hospitals, schools and churches built there. There are several communities living on Tonle Sap Lake, which provides abundant water resources to all life. 4 of them are the main ones developing as tourism destinations and easy to get to from Siem Reap, Chong Nias, Kampong Phuc, Mekri and Kampong Kliang. First, Chong Nias Floating Village. It is around 16 kilometers away from downtown Siem Reap and is the closet village with more than 5,800 residents, many of them Vietnamese. The village is picturesque, as the houses are painted in different colors. It is also the terminal for the boat to Battambang and Phnom Penh. This place is mainly serving the Korean market and is too commercial for tourists. Be careful with the tourist traps. You may think you are helping the community by paying the entrance fee or buying souvenirs. As a matter of fact, the locals do not get any of it. Second is Kampong Phuc Floating Village. The name means Harbor of the Tusks in Cambodian. It has 3 villages with mainly tall, stilted houses. There are around 3,000 inhabitants, primarily Khmer. It is about 30 kilometers drive from Siem Reap and can have different appearances, depending on the water level. You will see the real local villagers busy with their routines like fishing, doing laundry, cooking, children paddling to school, rather than trying to sell things to the tourists. You can hardly imagine that there are also pigs, cats, chickens and dogs living there. The villages are surrounded by flooded mangrove forest. It offers an opportunity to see the original scenery and wildlife like macaques. You can see sunlight through the trees, a really peaceful adventure. It is absolutely worth to spend $8 per person more for this optional tour. Third is Mekri Floating Village. It is a newly discovered community, around 25 kilometers southeast of Siem Reap and midway to Prek Tol, where Core Bird Reserve is located. As one of 3 large villages with thousands of locals, there are fewer tourists visiting, making this area undeveloped and retaining traditions well. Villagers move their houses based on the river level, and Mekri is more beautiful in wet season since the houses are near the pagoda. Even though the living conditions are tough, you still can see smiles on people's face. Donations and any contributions are welcome, especially for the children. Last one is Kampong Kliang Floating Village. This village is furthest away from Siem Reap, about 50 kilometers. There are about 6,000 residents living in both stilted and floating houses. Despite the remote location, the fertile environment provides a good condition for economic growth, and the population is increasing. Compared with the other 3, this village has the most complete community system, including schools, pagodas, clinics, supermarkets. The best thing is that the boat service is still run by the locals, which means that they can get a part of their incomes by taking tourists on boat trips around their village. Thanks for watching and listening. Please click like and subscribe for new and latest uploads.